Welcome to this short Pilates class where we're focusing on the first 5 traditional Pilates exercises, just with much different variations, so you can work more suppleness through your spine, length through the body, as well as mobility. Another benefit of this particular class is it's going to be a down-regulating class. What that means is we're going to focus on deep breathing, slower movements. So if you're feeling really overwhelmed, a nice aspect of this class is it's going to be really soothing, not only for your body, but for your brain and nervous system as well. Last note about this session, we're going to be using a resistance band for most of the movements. And that's because on a recent poll on Instagram, I asked, do you like moving with the resistance band or without? Most people said with the resistance band, so they voted, and we're moving with the band for many of these Pilates exercises. If you're ready to get started, join me on the mat. Let's go ahead and begin with our resistance band next to the mat. And in an elevated child's pose, so this could even be hands down on the mat, pressing the pelvis back to the heels. Maybe we want to lower down a little bit closer to the floor. It could even be forehead onto the hands, but a little bit higher than you typically are in your child's pose. And allow yourself to take a few deep breaths here where you feel your body expand as you inhale. And exhale, full breath out. Your next breath, let both arms walk over to one side. And the arm closest to the mat, reach it long so it's as straight as possible. And continue to take your deep breaths here in your side stretch. For waist, arm, shoulder, you can give your head a gentle shake. No work in the neck. Then allow yourself to go to second side. Again, the hand closest to the mat, reach it longer. Big deep breaths. Really sensing the nice stretch along arm, shoulder, side. And allow yourself to come back to center, spread wide with the fingers, go natural curves with spine and tuck the toes. As you breathe out, let the pelvis and low spine curl, and then go back natural curves. So for right now, shoulders and upper spine stay still, pelvis and low spine moving. And sync this with your breathing. Another time here. Now we'll keep legs to pelvis and low back still in natural curves as you extend through upper spine. So upper spine, extending, and then returning natural curves. This is a relatively small motion. Just take your time with it. We'll do 2 more times here. Very nice. And now allow yourself to have a seat on the mat. So sitting on the mat, knees bent, grab behind your thighs, and as you make your way down to the mat, make sure your legs are parallel to one another. Feet come in a little closer towards you, arms up to the ceiling, shoulders nice and heavy. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, let just the arms reach forward to the bottom of the mat, and inhale, arms. So deep breath out, arms reach forward, and then up to ceiling. Adding on, you can exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down, arm ceiling. So exhale, push. Inhale to lower. And you can keep this option where you lower down every time, where we exhale, curl up, and as you breathe in, stay curled up, let your arms just reach up to ceiling and forward. So big arm option. We may stay in this upper ab curl. You may lower down and lift back up. What is nice for you right now? Syncing movement to breath. One last time. Very nice. Lower down. Take hold of the band. I'm going to suggest doubling it up. Hands can be wide if you're a little bit more tight in the shoulders, or more narrow if your shoulders and chest are a little bit more open. As you inhale, reach arms back behind you. And as you exhale, reach arms to ceiling. Now just continue this with the rhythm of your breath. Arms reaching back for a nice stretch, and arms reaching up towards ceiling. Reach arms back, and if you want to bias this more towards that back range, lift the arms up just part way. And then reach back, spend a little bit more time in that lower position to the floor, and eventually arms reach up just the part way. Regardless, the spine just maintains natural curves on the mat. So nothing forced. And another time here. Very nice. Let's get started for our next exercise in an upright position. Knees can stay bent, and take the band and place it around the feet. So we're sitting nice and tall. As you exhale, bend forward. So the band's going to be taut here. Notice if it would feel better for you, especially if you want more stretch, to take the legs just straighter. That could be partway straight. It could be all the way straight. What is nice for you right now? Now we're going to keep the spine nice and round and start rolling yourself back just part way. So we're going to do a few just part way rolling down. Heels stay heavy on the mat, and then roll forward. Now, if your spine is feeling stiff, you don't get that rolling motion, go ahead and bend your knees. So you can bend your knees to move the spine in a little bit more of a supple way. And as you continue, you can keep going with this smaller range of motion, going part way down and coming up, or roll all the way down. And then we would come all the way back up. This is about a smooth motion. So if it doesn't feel smooth, if it feels like there's a sticky point, you may want to go just shy of that. Take a breath there. Breathe into the body a little bit more deeply. But we're after supple motion with the spine, strong legs. We'll do one last time. Very nice. When you come up this next time, bend your knees. Once again, take the band off to the side for the next exercise. Laying onto your back, press your feet evenly down onto the mat. Legs stay parallel. Shoulders heavy through arms all the way to palms, and fingertips are nice and heavy. Inhale, prepare, and as you exhale, start curling pelvis The lower spine will eventually peel off the mat. The middle spine will. Then segment by segment, slowly peeling your spine up off the mat. Inhale once you're up. And then rolling back down. So this is about that suppleness through with the back. A supple back is a happy back. We're just moving it in a different position than we were with the last exercise. A little bit more engagement into the legs here. You can maybe sense the areas of the spine that feel a little bit more open. If you're noticing parts of the spine that are a little bit tighter, my suggestion is to slow it down, maybe pause there, take a breath, and then continue on. So rather than just passing it or ignoring it, we want to lean into that and see if with our breath and awareness, we can just open up the back a little bit more. And the back appreciates kindness and gentle encouragement. If we try to go too fast or force it, it's not going to have a suppleness with this exercise. Let's do one more time at your own pace. Very nice. Once you're down on your mat, stay down. We'll take hold of the band once again. Take both feet into the band to begin with, and just do a gentle rock with pelvis side to side. Gentle rock, gentle rock. Still breathing deeply. And allow yourself to stay centered. Take one foot out of the band, foot goes on the mat, opposite leg up to the ceiling for a little stretch. And we reach it forward, so we release the stretch, and then ease it towards you into the stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. This is a pretty slow motion, forward and then up towards you. Another time here. Now maintain your gentle stretch and take the leg just a little bit across your body, back in line and open. So it is a small range of motion. Pelvis stays very still here as the leg is gliding from side to side. Another motion that benefits from slowing down. And continuing to focus on breathing a little bit deeper. One last time here. Very nice. Now bend your knee and take the band off to the side. The knee that you just bent can be placed on the opposite thigh, arms open across from the shoulders, and they're heavy. Breathe out, slowly rotate the pelvis across your body. So this could be a very small rotation or a bigger rotation where we're really letting gravity help us stretch. And maybe sense breathing a little bit more deeply here, softening into the shoulders. There's still a heaviness with both shoulders here. And then your next breath, let the legs stack on top of one another. Slowly rotate back to center. Find your band. Once again, both feet hook into the band. And you just do a little rock. A little reset before we go second side. And the opposite foot finds the mat. Leg to ceiling stretch. And then back out of your stretch. And ease into it. So just this motion, forward and back. Taking your time. One last time here. Very nice. Now take the leg across your midline and small open. For the most part, when the leg opens, it's smaller than we think it's going to be. Nice and slow. Still breathing deeply. Let's do another time here. Very nice. Bend through. Foot comes out with the band off to the side with the band, arms open, shoulders heavy, and slowly rotate across. This can be just a little bit and taking a few deep breaths or going deeper. What is nice for your body right now? Perfect opportunity to really sense heaviness with the shoulders, soften in the brow line, deepening with your breath. Taking another deep, spacious breath here. Very nice. Let the legs stack together. Pelvis, legs rock back to center. Bring yourself up to a seated position. So feet will be together, knees open. Shimmy forward so you're in a tight little ball shape, and you can stay here for a stretch. Or go on tippy toes and roll yourself back and up. Inhale. Exhale. So this should feel good. And if it's not, go into a different stretch, different movement. Another deep breath. Very nice. Staying upright. If you'd like, cross the legs. Seated nice and tall. Continue breathing deeply here. Inhale. Exhale. And just notice how you feel after a short session like that. Classes like this are really wonderful to incorporate into your home Pilates practice, so keep coming back to this session as it makes sense for you. If you enjoyed this class, give it a thumbs up, and you may also really want to check out the Essential 34 guide. We moved with the first 5 traditional Pilates mat exercises, and this guide just lists all 34 to complement your at-home Pilates practice. I hope that you have a beautiful day and can join me on the mat soon. And I've also left the link for the downloadable guide in the description, so make sure your next click is going to check out that guide.